The neon glow of the login screen blinked back at me, casting long shadows across the grimy keyboard. Another night, another dive into the digital gutter. Word on the street was something big had gone down this week at GlobalShipping Inc. Um, and my sources were whispering about data walking out the back door. I lit a cigarette and let the smoke curl towards the ceiling fan. When logistics giants start leaking manifests, it means trouble's coming down the line for everyone. I navigated past the firewalls and honeypots into the belly of the beast. The deeper I went, the darker it got. What I found made my blood run cold. Kel Zero P ransomware gang, those modern day pirates, had hijacked Global Shipping's entire operation. They weren't just locking systems, they were taking hostages, 500 gigabytes of pure dynamite, shipping routes, customer names, financial records, all dumped onto their leak site like yesterday's trash. And the kicker? They'd done it by exploiting a hole in a VPN appliance using that nasty CVE 2025-1234 vulnerability. Pure Cryptor had delivered the malware payload. Cobalt Strike had mapped D their network. These weren't amateurs playing around. They meant business. Down here in the shadows, the underground was buzzing with news of a big bust. Seems like the boys in blue finally caught up with Black Vault Marketplace. That den of thieves had been dealing in stolen credit cards and identity documents for too long. Europol's takedown operation swept through like a tornado, leaving nothing but server debris. They'd been using Tor with mandatory 2FA, routing transactions through Bitcoin mixers. Fancy tools, but not fancy enough. The infrastructure spread across bulletproof hosting in Moldova and Bulgaria was reduced to ashes. 12 arrests, 75 million in crypto seized. When the hammer comes down, it comes down hard. But for every marketplace that gets smashed, two more pop up in the alleyways. I'd heard whispers of a new player called Chaos Ransom. They operate like ghosts. No handles, no history, just raw destruction. This RAS outfit was aggressively recruiting affiliates from the ashes of Lockbit and Conti, offering cut rate malware and big promises. Their playbook, double extortion with a smile. They'd use legitimate SICE internals tools for reconnaissance, then hit you with a custom data exfiltration tool written in Go. 12 victims already, mostly healthcare orgs. When hospitals go dark, people die. CISA had issued an advisory, but advisories don't stop bullets. I took a long drag on my cigarette. The smoke filled my lungs as I scrolled through the latest intelligence feeds. The hits just kept coming. Fan 7, those banking sector bandits, had launched a massive spear phishing campaign targeting financial institutions. They were using fake SEC compliance audit emails to deliver malware payloads. The attachments contained malicious Excel 4.0 macros that dropped the lizard Trojan onto unsuspecting systems. From there, it was game over. Cloudflare tunnel proxies routed their command and control traffic through legitimate networks, making detection nearly impossible. 30 organizations compromised so far, and the data exfiltration was still ongoing. The FBI had issued a TLP red flash alert, but it would take more than a memo to stop this freight train. The week wasn't over yet. My eyes caught another alert about Raccoon Group. These clowns had been exploiting CVE 2025-8910 and Hikvision cameras to build an IoT botnet. Now they'd leaked 150 gigabyte of data from 500,000 compromised devices. Geolocation data, network information, the works. It was amateur hour, but with real consequences. No enforcement actions yet, just certs publishing mitigation guidance. Too late. When devices go rogue, the whole network goes down with them. I leaned back in my chair and stared at the ceiling. The digital underground never sleeps. It just gets darker and deeper with each passing day. These attacks weren't just data breaches, they were declarations of war. And in this war, everyone was a potential target. Defenders needed to watch their flanks, patch those vulnerabilities, and train their people. Because out here in the shadows, it's kill or be killed, and I'll be damned if I let the bad guys win. The smoke from my cigarette curled toward the ceiling as I closed the laptop. Another night, another battle fought in the trenches, of the digital underground. I pulled my hat down low and stepped out into the cold night air. The city never sleeps, and neither do I. Until next time, stay safe out there.